Illustration 46. Swadesh and Swaraj were partners sharing profits equally. Their balance sheet as at 31st March 2025 was, okay, balance sheet is given and a few adjustments are given, and we are asked to pass journal entries and prepare revaluation account and balance sheet of new firm. Okay, so let's pass the journal entries first. Sambhav will get 1/5 share in profit and he will bring 20,000 as his capital and 5,000 as his share of goodwill. He is bringing capital 20,000 and goodwill, premium for goodwill 5,000. So let's pass the journal entries. For bringing capital, cash account debit to Sambhav's capital account. It is 20,000. Sambhav brought his capital and he is also bringing premium for goodwill of 5,000, and the entry will be cash account debit to premium for goodwill account. Cash is coming in the form of premium for goodwill account. So debit what comes in. So cash is coming in the form of premium for goodwill account. It is 5,000. Sambhav brought his premium for goodwill 5,000. Premium for goodwill is new partner's share of goodwill that he brings to compensate sacrificing partners. This premium for goodwill has to be transferred to the sacrificing partner's capital account. Here both Swadesh and Swaraj is sacrificing and the sacrificing ratio is not given. The old profit sharing ratio is taken as sacrificing ratio, that is 1:1. So premium for goodwill distributed, the entry will be premium for goodwill account debit to Swadesh's capital account to Swaraj's capital account. Okay, premium for goodwill is 5,000. It is transferred to the old partners in the ratio of 1:1, which is 2,500. Premium for goodwill transferred to sacrificing partners capital account. Now goodwill brought by Sambhav will be withdrawn by Swadesh and Swaraj. Okay, the partners are withdrawing goodwill and the journal entry will be Swadesh's capital account debit, Swaraj's capital account debit to cash account. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. The cash is going out. Debit the receiver, they are receiving. So it is 2,500 and 5,000. I hope it's clear. Now next one. Provision for doubtful debt is to be brought up to 5%. Brought up to 5% means increased to 5% on debtors. Okay, in balance sheet there is already a provision for doubtful debt which is 500 and debtors are given. So the 5% should be calculated on debtors on 20,000. So it will be 5%, 5 by 100 of 20,000. It is 1,000. Premium for provision for doubtful debt should be 1,000, but in balance sheet it is 500. So it should be brought up. It should be increased to 1,000. So the difference is 500. It should be brought up to 1,000. There is already a provision for doubtful debt of 500. So the difference is 500. 500 should be recorded. So the journal entries will be revaluation account debit to provision for doubtful debts account. It is 500. The change in amount is recorded 500. The next one is machinery to be reduced by 2000 and furniture by 12.5%. Machinery has to be reduced. So the machinery is 18,000. It has to be reduced by 2000. The direct amount is given. So the machinery is reducing, which means asset is reducing. So the entry will be revaluation account debit to machinery account by 2000. The machinery is reduced by 2000. So this is the entry. And the next is furniture by 12.5%. Machinery, which means it should be reduced by 12.5%. The machinery, the furniture is 10,000 in the balance sheet. It has to be reduced by 12.5%, which means 12.5 by 100 of 10,000. $1,250 is the amount to be reduced. So the entry will be furniture is an asset is reducing, so revaluation account debit to furniture. The amount should be 1,250. The next one is stock to be valued at 23,000. Stock to be valued at 23,000, and the stock in the balance sheet, book value of stock is 20,000. So there is an increase of 3,000 in stock. So increase in asset. Stock is an asset. Increase in asset. So it will be stock account debit to revaluation account, and the amount is 3,000. The next one is land and building to be appreciated by 20%. Appreciated, increased by 20%. Land and building in the balance sheet, it is 73,500. It should be appreciated by 20%. 20 by 100 of 73,500. Answer is 14,700. The journal entry will be, it is appreciated by 20%, which means increase in the value of land and building. The asset is increasing. So land and building account debit to revaluation account. The amount is 14,700. 14,700. And the next one is investment of 2,000 which do not exist in the book is to be recorded. So investment, which is an asset, is not recorded in the books. So asset not recorded. The entry will be investment account debit to revaluation account. The amount is 2,000. Investment not recorded. Next one is out of the insurance premium which was debited to P&L account, 5,000 to be carried forward as prepaid insurance. Prepaid insurance is an asset. Anything paid in advance is an asset. So we have to record an asset. So the entry will be prepaid insurance premium account debit to revaluation account. The amount is 5,000. Next one is a bill for 5,000 for electricity was not accounted. Electricity is an expense and it is not recorded in the books. So the entry will be revaluation account debit to outstanding electricity expense account. The amount is 5,000. Electricity is due but not paid. It's outstanding electricity. So all the journal entries are passed.